Justin was walking by the bulletin board when he suddenly noticed something new there. So he wanted to take a closer look at it. But before he could do that, his boss asked, "Have you finished the report that I asked you to work on this morning?" It was Justin's lunch break, but he said he will get back to it right now. It was 5 years ago when Justin applied for a job at his current company. The company was involved in the e-commerce business and was well renowned in the industry. Being hired as an administrative officer, Justin did his job well. It was a routine job where every workday was generally the same, and Justin liked it. He didn't like to be challenged and wanted to keep doing something that he knew he was good at. He was often told by his boss that he was smart and he felt good about it. In fact, he often got recognized as Employee of the Month, and so Justin would do his job diligently and followed every procedure by the book. Fast forward 5 years, and Justin was still in the same position. Having received a loyalty award yesterday, the bosses thanked him for his loyal service to the company for 5 years now. However, instead of being proud of his new achievement, just as he did for the awards he got in the past, he wasn't excited this time. He felt like it was just a piece of paper that didn't mean much. There's no denying that his performance as an administrative officer was noteworthy. However, through the years, he felt that he wasn't reaching his full potential. He was feeling stuck in a rut. Wanting to move up the corporate ladder to progress in his career, Justin applied for a higher position a few months ago. However, he didn't succeed, and a colleague who was much younger than him got the job. This made him feel threatened. How come he got the job when I've been here longer? Thought Justin. Since he failed to get the promotion, he doubted himself that maybe he was no good after all. After finishing the report for his boss, he went back to the notice board to see what the new announcement was. It was the innovation contest. Winning the contest entailed a cash prize, plus a chance to work with the product development team on new projects. This made Justin curious, as he's been recently willing to try something new. However, he wasn't sure if he was creative enough to apply. At home, Justin had a pretty basic routine where he would wake up at around 7 a.m., make his breakfast, and spend some time on his computer to check his emails and catch up on the latest social media postings from his friends before driving to work. After work, he often spent time watching movies or TV shows. Other times, he would browse the internet until it was late. He also had the Xbox that he used to play, especially when some of his favorite games were released. On the weekends, he liked to meet up with his friends and talk about random things. Justin didn't particularly enjoy cooking, so he would often snack on some sandwiches or order some food that he really enjoyed. Sometimes after watching some YouTube videos, he wanted to build morning routines for productivity, but waking up early wasn't his thing. Or at least that's what he thought and believed. There was, however, one thing that really bothered him, and that was exercise. He would often sit on the bench in the park and he would see people running and enjoying it. He knew all the benefits of running, but he just wasn't a runner. Justin tried to pick up running a couple of years ago, and it didn't go so well. Just after a couple of minutes of running, he was out of breath. And the next day, he woke up aching everywhere. Since then, he decided that running was not for him. That weekend, Justin met up with a friend, and she asked him why he was looking troubled. He told her how he felt stuck in a rut in his life, explaining his situation, how he was afraid to apply for a contest at work, what his situation was in his personal life. And he also told her about his bad experience with running in the past. She thought for a second, and then she said, "Well, it sounds like you have a fixed mindset." "What mindset?" Justin asked. "Fixed mindset. What does that mean?" Basically, there are two types of mindsets, the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. If you have a fixed mindset, you believe that you're either good at it or not. But if you have a growth mindset, you believe that you can learn anything that you want to. When you're frustrated, a fixed mindset tells you to give up, while a growth mindset tells you to persevere. From what you've been telling me, it seems like you quickly give up on things. Those with a fixed mindset don't like challenges, while those with a growth mindset want to challenge themselves. When it comes to failure, those with a fixed mindset convince themselves that they're no good, while those with a growth mindset tell themselves that it is an opportunity to learn and become stronger. This means that failure is just a stepping stone towards your success, and it shouldn't hold you back. Also, those with a fixed mindset are threatened by the successes of others, while those with a growth mindset are inspired by others' success. Someone with a fixed mindset believes that their abilities determine everything, while someone with a growth mindset believes that their effort and attitude determines everything. "Can you see the difference?" she asked. It was an eye-opener for Justin, but he was still worried. And then she said, "But don't worry, because you can change your mindset and adapt to a growth mindset. You just have to change the way you go about doing things. That evening had a huge impact on Justin, and when he went home, he started to rethink different aspects of his life. He thought about his work and what it's been like for the last couple of years. He thought about his old running experience and how he gave up quickly, and how he was often wasting time even if he wanted to become more productive. Starting today, this will all change, Justin thought to himself. He searched online to find the concept so he could start practicing things to adopt the growth mindset. The next day, when he showed up to work, he instantly applied to the innovation contest. He spoke with his colleague about the opportunity, but he said that he will not apply as he's happy with his current job. But Justin was determined to go after it. After work, instead of going home, he went to the library to do some reading. He knew that winning the contest would require a lot of effort from his side. At work, he would speak with people from the product development team to learn how they think and operate. Despite the fact that he was doing additional things for the contest, he was more productive than ever before. And his colleagues were noticing it and asking him for his secret of drive and productivity. After putting together his proposal for the contest, he sent it to the product development manager, who would be reviewing all the applicants. After seeing his improvements at work by adapting the growth mindset, Justin wanted to improve his situation at home as well. He wanted to build out a nice morning routine by picking up some good habits like meditation, reading, and he also wanted to become an early bird. Justin knew that it wouldn't be as easy as setting up an alarm at 5 a.m. and expecting it to work, so he decided to read up on it. One of the best strategies that he came across was adjusting his sleeping time. Justin usually went to sleep at midnight and woke up at 7 a.m. He figured that if he went to bed at 10 p.m. and woke up at 5 a.m., he would sleep the same amount of hours. By using this strategy, he was soon able to develop a pretty solid morning routine. Another thing that Justin really wanted to improve was his fitness, and he thought that applying the growth mindset could help him to do that. In his early attempts, Justin gave up as soon as things got hard, so this time he wanted to approach things differently. He wanted to start slowly and then build things up, so he started to go for extended walks over the weekends. Then he started jogging in the mornings, and soon after, he was going for extended runs over the weekends in the woods. He felt good and he was full of energy. One day, sitting at the office, he received an email notification. It was titled, "Congratulations." Justin opened the email and found out that he had won the innovation contest, and that meant he had earned the promotion. And all of this happened just because he changed his perspective.